Hey everyone, it's Erin Lloyd from Transformational Tech Support and Holistic Prevention and Wellness here on April 22nd, which is Earth Day. And this is the day that we're meant to honor and celebrate the Earth. Now, some of you might be thinking, why do we need one day for that? Or I do that every day. And that's the same mentality many of us have when it comes to religious holidays or yearly holidays or observations or even holidays like Veterans Day and Memorial Day and those types of days. And they're all valid points. Yes, same with Valentine's Day even, right? So should you just love your significant other and your family and friends just on Valentine's Day or just on Christmas or just on other holidays? No. Should you love and honor the Earth just on Earth Day? No, of course not. But life is busy, life is full, life is short and fleeting, and we tend to take things for granted as humans going about our daily lives, right? So this is not to say don't celebrate or honor the Earth on other days too. It's just to say let's take some time out of our busy lives and make this day a priority to especially honor and love and celebrate for the same reason that we celebrate wedding anniversaries, right? Or birthdays. So, that being said and out of the way for you naysayers, hopefully there aren't too many of you, but yeah, in case you're in a cynical mood or thinking like that, I wanted to take care of that first. Okay, so again, it's April 22nd, it is Earth Day, and at the time of this recording, it is 2018 for the year. And so there are some ways that we can celebrate, observe, honor the Earth today. For some of you, you might be thinking, what's the point, right? I thought your page was about holistic solutions for body, mind, soul, and business. Or I thought your other page was about holistic prevention and wellness. Well, it is, but guess what? Whether or not you're religious, whether or not you're spiritual, there's one thing that you cannot deny or argue with, and that's facts. And one of the facts here is that without the Earth, we cannot be alive in human bodies at this time. So whatever you think is responsible for putting us here, what's sustaining us in these human forms right now is the Earth. It's the vitamins and the minerals and the food and the nutrients from the Earth and the oxygen from the Earth's atmosphere that are allowing us to be alive. It's the water from the Earth that are allowing us to be alive. It's the trees and the plants providing oxygen from the Earth that are allowing us to be alive here in human bodies, right? And then sunlight too, of course, plays a part. And while the sun is its own star in our solar system and not coming from the Earth itself, our Earth's atmosphere lovingly allows the sunlight's rays to penetrate and come through and sustain life on Earth as well. So without the Earth, we cannot be alive in our physical bodies, right? So that alone, in my opinion, is good enough reason to honor and celebrate the Earth. But it goes a lot deeper than that, especially from a holistic point of view. And if you know me, everything I do has to do with a holistic spin from business to health and wellness, right? So a lot of that has to do with everything being connected and everything being energy. With the quantum physics approach, which is that everything's energy, everything is connected at the subatomic, aka quantum levels, and everything that looks solid is energy. Everything that doesn't look solid is energy. Our thoughts are energy, our words are energy, our mouths are energy, our bodies are energy, our minds are energy, our emotions, our feelings are energy. Trees are energy, the earth is energy, the universe is energy, right? Paper is energy, money is energy. Our businesses, guess what? They're energy too. This page is mostly geared, at least the Transformational Tech Support page is mostly geared to entrepreneurs and business owners, but don't turn away if you're not a business owner or entrepreneur, because these tips can help you too. So whether you came to me from the holistic prevention and wellness world or from the Transformational Tech Support, holistic solutions for your body, mind, soul, and business world, they coincide, they connect, they cross over, right? So, okay. This is about how you can connect with the Earth and honor it today, but it's also about how you can use that connection to benefit your money flows and your businesses. So, how do you do that? Well, first and foremost, I want to start by saying the point of giving is not to get. Let me repeat that. The point of giving is not to get. The point of giving is to give unconditionally from your heart and soul because you want to please the recipient of who you're giving to, with no strings attached. Many of us have been mistakenly brought up with some warped ideas about giving and receiving, one of which is that you give so you can get. Oh, give somebody a compliment so they'll give you one back. Scratch their back so they'll scratch yours back. Or give this so you'll get something in return. No, that's not how it works. That's a warped, twisted, messed up point of view. If you were sold that point of view, I'm sorry. But guess what? You're an infinitely powerful being of pure source energy, and you don't have to keep that point of view that you bought so long ago. You, as a conscious being who is sentient, get to consciously choose which beliefs to choose to keep anymore, right? And so that one was a crock of shit, and I would invite you and recommend that you pock and pot it, uncreate, destroy, and delete it now times a godzillion across all time, space, realities, dimensions, and or universes, and return it from whence it came with consciousness attached now. Recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, revoke, reclaim, disavow, undo, delete, destroy, right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds on that belief, right? So only give from now on if it would make you happy to do so because you believe that the person or being or thing you're giving it to will benefit only from your heart with no strings attached, only with higher service in mind. Okay, that's true giving, that's unconditional giving, that's pure giving from the heart. It's joyful giving. So today, as you honor the earth, even though I said that you can use honoring the earth to help increase your money flows in your business, I want you to keep that in mind as a side benefit. Like medicines have side effects, which are adverse or negative effects. I want you to keep in mind that pure giving often comes with side benefits. Okay? But that's not why you do it. You don't do it to get, you do it to give purely and simply. But as a result of pure giving, you will also increase your receiving channels, right? Which will allow you to receive more income, more business, etc., etc. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, since I said everything is energy and quantum physics has proven this, that includes money. That also includes your businesses. That's right, your businesses have their own energy, their energy too, just like our words. So, just like our thoughts and feelings and everything else I said, just like things that appeared solid like rocks, the earth, trees, walls, desks, chairs, etc. Okay, that being said, energy needs to flow, it needs to move, it needs to circulate, just like money. Money is often referred to as a currency for a reason, because a current has to flow, it has to circulate, it has to move, right? Air, the number one thing we need to be alive on this earth as human beings and human bodies, that the earth provides us in abundance for free, it's always giving to us, is free, and it has to circulate. And one of the ways the earth provides us with plenty of oxygen and air to breathe is by trees and plant life, right? Well, our earth is being, our trees on our earth are being eliminated at rapid rates that are unparalleled at this day and age, sadly. Mostly via deforestation of rainforests. Think of the trees as the earth's lungs, right? So they take in our crap in the form of CO2 emissions and they purify it and they turn it into oxygen for us to breathe. So if we cut down the earth's lungs, the trees are oxygen generators, which are natural and pure, not only beautiful to look at and providing energy as well as oxygen and air to breathe and keep us alive, then that's going to make it harder and harder to breathe and add to the pollution. Also adds to climate change, global warming, etc., which have since been proven. So if you've been sold a crock of shit that they're not true or not real or not man-made, then you can either choose one of two things: bugger off now, because you're not my peeps, or choose to open your mind to the facts and reality. because the inconvenient truth, if you ever watch that documentary by Al Gore, whether you like him or not, he worked with scientists and used facts to show that the Earth was heading for its next ice age. So yes, it's true that temperatures on the Earth have always changed, right? We've gone from ice ages to warmer and back again. However, we were headed for the next ice age. So the fact that the opposite is now happening and global warming is pretty much at that point of no return should scare the living shit out of you, right? But I'm not about apathy. I'm about empowerment and conscious choice and inspired action and being the antidote and being the change, right? So what can we do? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are many things we can do to help the Earth, primarily by making sure we have plenty of trees for plenty of safe, clean air and abundance of it. And also that we protect our waterways and water sources, especially freshwater sources, so that there will continue to be an abundance of enough clean, fresh, safe drinking water for us all. Do you know that most of the world is without safe drinking water? And are those people, just because they're in poor parts of the world or third world countries, undeserving of life? No. And what is the second most important thing we need to be alive on this earth besides for air? Water. So you can maybe make it up to a minute without brain damage, without air. 3 minutes tops if you're lucky, and then you'll die. And if you don't die, you'll be brain dead. So you might as well be dead. You can maybe make it 3 days up to, depending on the health state you're in and the hydration level you were at to begin with, without water. And you can maybe make it 3 weeks without food, right? But the top two things we need on Earth to be alive are food and water. And our waterways, which were being protected by certain regulations provided by governments, some of the good things our governments have done for us worldwide, are now being erased at record rates out of corporate greed. Now, this is not meant to depress you or put you in apathy. It's meant to awaken you, enlighten you, and let you know, hey, now that you know this is going on, don't give up, don't give in, never quit, never surrender, don't give in to apathy. You can be the change, you can take inspired action, you can demand of our leaders, quote unquote leaders, that they put these rules back to protect our water supplies, right? You can plant trees on your own or with organizations and volunteer. You can donate money to organizations that already plant trees worldwide. You can come up with, you don't need to create them or reinvent the wheel. Guess what? There are already natural, sustainable, alternative, renewable sources of energy which will prevent our need to continue deforestation at this rapid rate, right? Thus saving the remaining trees and thus our remaining safe, clean air to breathe. You can help bring clean water to the underdeveloped parts of the world who are drinking dirty or polluted water or have to walk miles each way to get water if they don't get attacked by wildlife or poachers or unsavory types of people who steal it from them, or if it doesn't spill out or leak by the time they get it back to their village, or if they don't die from dehydration and exhaustion on the way walking to the water source and back again, right? So you can help contribute to wells for safe drinking water and tools and mechanisms to get clean, safe drinking water to third world countries, right? You can help sustain life with water. You can help plant trees or donate to organizations that already do. You can contact your legislatures and your so-called leaders and insist that they reinstate regulations that protect safe drinking water and safe air, right? So we don't have to go back to the amounts of pollution that were there before, right? There are other things you can do as well. Now, that being said, let me get off of that soapbox for a minute and say there are other ways you can honor the earth today. I have a post on my Transformational Tech Support Facebook page today that you can check out, that I'll put the link to in this video, with tips that are pretty much free and easy for you. For those of you who are business owners, yes, you do still have to have a website, even if it's only a one-page website, and I often recommend Green Geeks. Why? They're great hosting, 24/7 support, award-winning, but one of the reasons I recommend them, besides for being a user myself, for myself and my clients, is because they run on 100% renewable energy, right? And then no matter how clean we try to live, even if you live off-grid one way or another, you're going to be contributing, as careful and conscientious as you are, to using carbon, right, in one way or another. So in order to minimize that impact, there are things you can do, such as buying carbon credits to help offset our carbon usage. You can bicycle instead of drive, or take public transit instead of drive, if that's possible for you. That's not always realistic, doable, or possible for everybody. You can get an energy efficient vehicle if you can afford one. You could get an all-electric vehicle and have a solar-powered house. You could buy Elon Musk's Tesla solar-powered roof tiles and panels if you're in a position to afford that. You can check in with your own region, state, local government to see if they offer tax credits, savings, and or refunds for switching to renewable powered energy like solar or wind power for your homes. So these are just some of the ways that you can do, not just on Earth Day, but any day, to help reduce your usage of taxing the Earth, which is already overpopulated and overtaxed. Another way you can contribute is not by having any more kids if you already have kids. Now, am I saying don't have kids? No, that's not my right to say. I'm saying that having less kids or no kids is one way to help not contribute to the overpopulation of Earth. And if you would like to have kids, please consider adoption. Especially if you consider yourself pro-life, there are tons of kids in the world, worldwide, including in America, who need homes, who are in foster care, not just kids who haven't been born yet, but kids who are already in foster care who need loving parents and families and homes that are safe and reliable. So, does that mean you can't have more kids or shouldn't? No. These are just some of the ways that you can help ease the burdens we've been placing on Mother Earth and overtaxing her resources. As generous and abundant as she is, and that they are, there is such a thing as us overusing them. And she needs time to regenerate, right? And so let's look at ways, especially on today, Earth Day, that we can give back. A lot of them are free. A lot of them don't require you volunteering. A lot of them don't require you donating money. But you can volunteer. You can donate money. In the post on my Facebook page today, you'll see some ways that you can contribute for free. How? You click the links, you go there, and you bookmark the page. You can even make the page one of your favorites in your web browser. And then every day you go and you click the giant button to give, right, to offset global warming or to buy carbon credits or what have you. And you do it for free because the sponsors of those websites pay. So that, each time you click each day, it counts, but it doesn't cost you a single red cent or a pence or a penny or whatever. So if you're like, well, Erin, I'm not in a position to afford to donate and I don't have time to go volunteer, fine. Then click one or both of those links that you'll see in the post, bookmark them, make them homepage favorites, go there every single day, click the button to donate. The sponsors pay. All you have to do is take less than 10 seconds a day to click a button to have it counted and donates for you for free. Right? So, okay, that being said, what I really want to get to is one of the ways that I've said in my email, if you're on my list, that I connect with the earth every day is through a daily grounding and centering practice. So I'm going to get to how you can do that, and it's totally free. So it might take you anywhere as long as you want. It could take you 30 seconds, 10 seconds. It could take you 5 or 10 minutes or more. You could include it as part of your daily meditation practice, or you could make it its own standalone practice. For years, I knew I wanted to ground and center and They call grounding earthing nowadays also, so grounding aka earthing. I wanted to do it every day, but I just didn't know how, and the ways I learned to do it just seemed, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, like too much work for me. Like, I didn't think I could do it. It seemed like it would take too much effort even if it didn't take too much time, and I just didn't think I could do it. So I resisted it, and I never did it, and then I was back in the time of judging myself, so then I would judge myself for not doing it and feeling like, what, you can't even do a free thing that helps connect you to the earth and helps your health and your body and your mind and helps center you? Well, those of you who work with me or follow me know that it's taken me years, but now I know better, and I know what judgment does. It locks things into place, and when things are locked into place, they're almost impossible to change, right? So instead of judging myself, I'm now more compassionate and loving toward myself. That's the path to liberation. That's a golden nugget. For those of you who watch my videos or listen to them, I often drop golden nuggets. That's yours for today. 1 second. Had to pause the video to take a drink of water. Thank you, Earth, for water. Good, clean, safe water. Okay. So, here's what happened. In the last year, I think it was, I found a way that I could quickly, safely, and easily, because I don't know about you guys, but I like things to be easy, which is why you'll see that almost everything I do includes the word ease or with more ease. Nothing's wrong with effort. Okay, something is wrong with hustle, so I no longer hustle, and I don't encourage any of you to hustle, even though I used to take great pride and enjoy hustling. If you love a challenge, there are other ways to challenge yourself without having to hustle, okay? And by the way, if you're struggling with growing your business or having challenges with your money flows and you're hustling, that's part of the problem. But that's another video, another topic for another time, so back to the matter at hand. Okay, so the reason I'm talking quick is not because I'm on speed, because I don't do drugs. I'm a little bit excited and anxious energy because I want to rush and get this video done, because a lot of my videos tend to go on way too long. So we're at 22 minutes, and Earth Day is April 22nd, so that works. Woo woo. It's also an angel number for those of you who follow those. So I'm trying to wrap up. Okay, so get to it, Erin. Yes, I hear you. I'm on it. Okay, so here's my tip for the day. Or besides for the golden nugget I dropped a few minutes ago, besides for the energetic clearing, which were those funny sounding words that you might have thought, what the hell did she just say earlier with all those gibbly gobbly gibberish words? That was a clearing statement. You can learn about it by going to theclearingstatement.com. But it basically goes to energetically start unwinding wherever you bought the lies and the BS that we were talking about earlier, and it works by peeling an onion. So things work in layers depending on how many layers you had regarding that lie you bought that we cleared earlier. It may take you several times of listening to that and saying yes to destroy and uncreate that BS lie. You might have felt lighter, you might have felt more expansive, you might have felt a little dizzy or lightheaded. Don't listen to that while you're driving. Don't listen to any of my videos while you're driving, especially if they include healing, grounding, centering, or balancing of any sort. Okay, you might have felt nothing at all, and that's fine too. You might have felt hot or cold, warmth or tingling. You might have felt sensation or energies moving. You might not have felt anything. Anything you did or didn't feel is perfect for you. But just wanted to let you know, since I didn't cover those bases earlier, that was an energetic clearing statement to help you start unwinding that energy. Okay, so I've dropped one golden nugget, one energy healing, and some free and paid ways, paid with time, paid with donations, and just free ways that you can help. And I also talked about using green web hosting. In the Facebook post, there's a link to sign up for green web hosting through Green Geeks, 100% renewable, wasting guilt-free web hosting. So if you need a website, if you have a business, you do need a website. Even if it's a one-page website, go to click that link in my post, sign up for Green Geeks. They're also affordable. Okay, so you've got a tip for green web hosting, you've got tips for helping the earth today, you've got clear energetic clearing statement healing to start unraveling energy that you may have bought that was limiting your money flows and your business. You got a golden nugget I dropped a few minutes ago. I've already forgotten, but hopefully you heard. Feel free to rewind this and take any notes. Rewind this and listen to that healing statement and clearing statement anytime you want. Just remember, don't be driving, don't be watching small kids or operating machinery, don't be using cutlery or doing anything otherwise dangerous. Okay, next and lastly, I want to wrap up this video with the grounding method I learned to use that you can use every day. 2. So I use this almost every day. There's a rare day I forget, or my schedule's super busy and I've just totally forgotten. So the key here is to make this a habit, and like all new skills and habits, it takes practice, right? And the more you do it, the easier it will get. So it's already easy, but the easier it will get to make it a habit, and once it's a habit, the less likely you are to forget to do it. So the one thing I have not yet done for myself, which I do need to start doing, is scheduling it into my calendar. But in the meantime, I've been doing pretty well with making this a new habit, and almost every day I've been doing it. So it's a new grounding and centering practice. It's not new. I did not originate it. It's new for me. I've been using it in the last year, and it's been helping me tremendously. I do it before I take any kind of client calls, especially. By the way, many of you who follow me are empaths, whether you know it or not. That means you pick up other people's energy, whether you know it or not, and oftentimes you'll think it's your own energy, but it's not. Sometimes you'll be aware you're doing it, sometimes you won't, sometimes you'll think you imagined it, or it's impossible, or you made it up, or you're going cuckoo. No, you're an empath. We all are to some degree or another, and many of us are waking up to that now. Okay, so this is especially important to do if you're an empath, but it can help you whether or not you know what the hell an empath is, whether or not you consider yourself an empath. This can help you with feeling more calm, more centered, more balanced. It's an antidote to anxiety. It's not the only antidote, and nothing I ever say in any way, shape, or form in any place, online, offline, and videos and posts is ever meant to be a substitute for professional, medical, or psychological advice either. That being said, there are some studies that have shown that meditation can relieve pain as well as anxiety. Connecting with the earth is a great form of meditating. So, anytime you're connected with the earth, and by the way, the earth is not a sentient being like a human being, but it does have its own consciousness, its own energy. It also has its own vibration. For those of you who want to learn more about it, look up the Schumann frequencies or the Schumann waves, Schumann resonance of the earth, which used to be at 7-something hertz. I forget which exactly, but it's changed. I think it's sped up in the last few years. I have to double check that. Anyway, this is also connected with our brainwave states when we're in a proper healthy sleep cycle, by the way, like alpha, theta, and delta sleep cycles. So if you're interested in sleeping, or you have sleeping issues, daily grounding and centering and balancing and connecting with the earth can also help you align with the earth's Schumann frequencies and help you align. It's sort of like if you're a parent and you have ever had a baby and you've held that baby and rocked it to sleep against your chest, right? So its back, or you lay down with it and its back is against your chest, and you start breathing and you end up syncing up your breath with your child's breathing. It gets in resonance, right? In harmony that way. And it's soothing and it's calming, right? So it's similar to having your brain waves and your body's energy field sync up with the Earth's Schumann resonance, and that will ground you and center you and balance you. Helps you get your spirit more fully into your body. It helps you be more present and live in the present moment. And some more we'll go into in a minute. So here's what you can do. Do you have to sit in a fancy pants meditation cross-leg pose to do this? No. Do you have to get into any yoga, asanas, positions, movements, whatever, stretch like a cat to do this? No. So I'm here to tell you, in case you were worried about that, that's a great relief, I hope, to you. It was to me anyway. You can sit, you can stand, you can lie down on the floor and do this. But what I would recommend is that you make sure that your feet are touching the ground. It's best if you can do this outside in clean, safe grass or sand or dirt or a shallow pool of safe natural water like a shallow, gentle stream or the seashore, but only if it's safe. I don't want you getting cut out and pulled out into the ocean at all, let alone that happening and blaming me. But seriously, a safe natural body of water. Notice the word safe. Don't do it if you have any intuition that says it's not safe, and don't do it if it doesn't look safe or it's not safe, period, end of story. But if you can find a safe natural body of water that's very, very shallow to sit in or have your feet in, or sit on the beach or lie on the beach or have your sand in the beach, your feet in the sand, or sit or lie down on grass that's safe and clean. Organic grass preferably, and grass that has not been sprayed with pesticides in any way, shape, or form. Or stand in some safe dirt or soil, planting soil even, gardening soil, as long as it's safe and not sprayed with pesticides, preferably organic. You can also do this in a bath that's using Epsom salts and or a little bit of Himalayan salt and or a little bit of baking soda, if and only if you don't have any health problems that do not allow you to be in salt, like blood pressure issues. If you have any blood pressure or blood sugar issues, do not do this saltwater baths without talking and getting the okay from your medical professionals first. Even if you have to be inside, feet flat on the floor is best. Barefoot is best. So, lying down, sitting down, standing up, feet preferably flat on the ground, preferably outside. If you can't be outside, then inside with your feet flat on the ground, preferably barefoot. Easy peasy. Next, I want you to close your eyes, be in a private, safe space. Close your eyes, take 3 deep, slow breaths. These breaths are known as cyclical breathing. So you can take these breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, Erin, what if I'm stuffed up? Well, I have allergies. You may have heard me sniffling on this video already. So I understand it's hard sometimes with allergies to breathe through your nose. If that's the case, just breathe in and out through your mouth. But if you are able to breathe through your nose, then inhale through your nose for a count of 4, and each count is about a second long. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. Now, what do I mean when I say a deep breath for those of you who are new to this or do not know? By deep, I mean I want you to take a diaphragmatic breath. And that just means, even though technically you cannot breathe into your stomach, I want you to imagine that on that inhale through your nose to the count of 4, that as you're bringing it up into your nose and down the back of your throat and down, 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 I want you to imagine it's going all the way down to your belly and gently expanding your belly, like how when you blow up a balloon it starts to inflate. I want you to imagine that on that inhale you're pulling that air in and down and gently expanding your belly on the inhale. This is why you need to inhale for a count of at least 4. By the way, it might take you a few more and it might take you practice. You might run out of air like I did at first. Remember, each new skill requires practice. Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself as wrong or bad. Don't say, oh, I messed up again, I can't do this. No. It takes practice. Practice makes you better. So it might take you 5 to 7 counts of inhaling through your nose just to get it down to gently expand your belly, right? It doesn't have to be fully expanded, just a gentle expansion of your belly. So on the inhale, breathe in gently, slowly to at least a count of 4. Gently expand your belly. Then slowly exhale it to at least a count of 4 out through your mouth. Do this at least 3 times in a row, and that's what's called cyclical breathing. So each time you do it, it's a round or a cycle. Again, if your nose is stuffed up, just do this through your mouth. Okay, now that you've done that with your eyes closed and your feet flat on the floor or the ground outside in a safe private place, now I want you to take your attention. For those of you who do not know, energy follows thought, otherwise known as energy flows where attention goes, right? So wherever you place your attention, energy is naturally going to follow that. So I want you to place your attention on your feet, which are in contact with the earth or the ground or the sand or the dirt or the grass or the beach or the natural fresh water or the natural salt water, or in the bathtub in salt water, or on your floor of your home or indoor building, wherever you are. And feel what the soles of your feet feel like against that floor, that ground. What does the sand feel like under your feet and toes? What does the mud or dirt feel like under them? What does the grass feel like under them? What does the water feel like under them? What does the carpet or the stone floor or whatever kind of floor you have indoors feel like under your feet? Feel every single bit of your feet from your toes to your heels that are touching the floor, the ground. And just put your full attention on them while you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. Now, I want you to move your attention from your feet upwards and place it down below your tailbone area, between your tailbone and your private area. If you're a lady, place your attention right below where the baby would come out if you were to have a baby vaginally. If you're a man, place your attention between your private area and your bum, and that little right below that skin area in between called the perineum for both men and women. Place your attention right below the perineum, whether you're a man or a woman. Just put your full attention and presence on that area right below that spot. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth, while you keep your attention there. Now I want you to imagine that there's a big ball of red, safe earth energy there. That's your root chakra, aka base chakra. You don't have to believe in chakras. You don't have to know what a chakra is. Just imagine a big red sphere connecting to your body, and just below where you have your attention, below that spot, right below your privates at the base of your tailbone underneath, in the center. And keep your attention there while you imagine, pretend, visualize this red, safe ball of energy. You may feel it get warm. You may feel it spin, you may feel it tingle, you may feel nothing at all. Whatever you do or do not feel is just perfect for you. There's no right or wrong here. And now move your attention back slightly up to your tailbone again, and then right at the base of your spine, right below your tailbone. Keep breathing, you're doing great. Good. Now put your attention back on right below there where a baby would come out if you're a woman, right between your privates and your bum if you're a man, right below the perineum area, and imagine that big red ball of energy again. It's safe to feel it, to see it, to sense it, to imagine it, to pretend it's there. Good. Now, imagine that this ball of red energy, which is your first chakra, your root chakra, your base chakra, which has to do with feeling supported and safe and connected to the earth and your body. now has a cord like the root of a tree. It's strong and it's safe. And imagine it's releasing a cord from the bottom of it. It's going down, 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 straight down the center, down into the earth, down through the floor, down through the beach, down through the grass, down through the water, down through the earth, down through the soil, down through all the layers of the earth's rocks, like the roots of a tree. It's just digging its way easily down through the earth, down through all the layers, the sediment, all the way down to the center of the earth, to the earth's core. The earth's molten lava hot core, which is also a super red glowing ball. This is Mama Earth's heart core. It's her chakra, like a heart chakra. It's not scary, it's safe. It won't burn you. Just let your cord from your root chakra go all the way down and connect with Mama Earth's heart core. What's there is love, support, a mother's love, a mother's nourishment, a mother's nurturing. There's love, there's support, there's nurturing, there's nourishment. There it's safe and it feels like home and it feels like love. Whether you receive this love from your biological or adoptive parents or family in this lifetime or not, this is the epitome of mother love. You feel safe, you feel loved, you feel cared for, you feel nourished and nurtured, you feel caressed and loved and hugged and embraced. This earth has your back. This earth is your security, your safety in this human body, in this life. And now you're going to thank her first for supporting you and loving you and nourishing you and nurturing you and helping keep you alive in this body and this earth. And then ask her to please contribute to you and your body and your money flows and your cash flows and your business, if you have a business, the following: grounding, centering, loving, nourishing, nurturing, supportive, healing, stabilizing, centering, harmonizing energy to you and your body and your mind and your soul and your businesses and your career, if you don't have a business but you have a career, and your mind and body and heart and soul, and to your cash flows. Ask her, will she also please contribute money to all of your financial accounts? An abundance of money and love to you, your body, your family, your financial accounts, your businesses and business endeavors, your careers, both expectedly and unexpectedly, in safe, healthy, harmonious ways that please you. And thank her. And then pull that energy up as if that root that's connected to her center, her heart core, is a giant straw. And just suck it right on up. You're sucking up the money, the love, the nourishment, the nurturing energy, the embraced, held, supported, stabilized, harmonized, centering, grounding, balanced energy, the peaceful, calm energy, the soothing mother's love energy, up through that giant root, all the way up through the layers of the earth, all the way up through the soil, the ground, the dirt, the grass, the water, the beach, the sand, the floor, wherever is under you, between you and the dirt of the earth. Pull it straight up energetically through that giant straw root and all the way up into your root chakra, that red sphere of energy that's just below your tailbone and below your perineum. And feel it Allow it to fill you and your body and your root chakra up with safe love, nourishment, nurturing, loving, supported, harmonizing energy. It's compassionate, it's loving. You feel that the earth has your back. You feel safe and supported. You feel cared for. You feel all your needs are met. You feel abundant. You feel nourished and nurtured. And now go ahead, since your feet are flat on the floor, and pull up some of that energy from Mama Earth's heart core up through the ground, all the layers of the rock and ground, the floor, the grass, the gravel, the sand, the water, up through your feet, like as if your feet were straws, and suck that up through both legs simultaneously. Up through your feet, up through your ankles, up through your calves, up through your knees, up through your thighs, front and back, all the way around the sides, up into your hips. And now pull it up from your root chakra and your hips and keep bringing it up through the rest of your body. Up through your hips, up through your belly, up through your torso, up through your back, up through your butt. Up through your chest, your pecs if you're a man and woman, your breasts if you're a woman, your back, your arms and shoulders. Now spread it down through your arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, hands. Now bring it back up through your hands, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders. Bring it up through your neck and throat, front and back, sides all around. Bring it up through your head. Now up and out the top, send some of it straight up and up. Imagine the sun is right above you, directly above you, and send some of that energy up into the sun. And now, since we've done that, go ahead and connect with the sun's energy right above your head. As if it's noon and the sun's directly above head. Connect with that divine pure source energy of the sun, ever giving, ever abundant with light and love. What's that famous quote by Hafiz? Even after all this time, the sun's never turned to the earth and said, "You owe me." It just abundantly loves us and gifts us with its photons, its light, its love. Connect with it. Thank it for blessing you with its life-giving energy and light. And bring some of it down through the top of your head. Let it fill all chambers of your brain. The left chamber, the right chamber, down the center, which is known as the corpus callosum, down into your face, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your sinuses, your teeth, your tongue, your throat, the back of your head, the sides of your head, your ears, down through your neck and spine, down through your throat chakra, down into your chest, your pecs, your breasts, down through your belly, down through your back, your butt, your pelvis, the fronts and backs of your thighs, the sides of your thighs, all the way down your knees and legs, your calves, your ankles, your feet, and send some of it back down through your root chakra. That's what we were imagining, is that red ball of energy that had that cord anchoring you and connecting you like a giant root or straw down to Mother Earth's heart core, and send some of that divine pure source energy, love and light from the sun back down that root cord down into Mother Earth's heart core and contribute back to her some love. And now bring some of it back up through your feet and through that root chakra cord that's like a giant root, like straws. Suck it back up through your legs, through that root chakra connection, through your hips, through your butt, through your belly, up through your torso, up through your chest and back, This time I want you to put your attention on your heart in the center of your chest. Now technically your heart is more to the left side of your chest, but we're going to put it on your heart chakra, which is in the center of your chest. A lot of people consider this chakra to be associated with the color of green. So go ahead and put your attention right in the center of your chest and feel a big green ball of love and light. It's got a combination of Mother Earth's heart core energy, supportive, loving, nurturing, nourishing, balancing, stabilizing, harmonizing, loving, gifting, financially abundant, combined with the sun's energy of ever giving, ever abundant light and love and life force energy, and let them just meet in your heart from above and below. Just put your attention there. And now I want you to take 3 deep, slow breaths, but this time instead of imagining you're breathing into your belly, imagine you're breathing into your heart chakra right in the center. Inhale through your nose for the count of 4, bringing that air down into your heart space chakra in the center, and then exhale out through a count of 4. And do that 2 more times. And now this time, I want you to inhale in through your nose down to your heart chakra and imagine that you're beaming out the front and the back of your heart chakra simultaneously, love and light and money and joy and bliss and ease. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, imagine you're beaming it out to any potential clients and customers who you'd love to work with, and any current dream clients and customers you already have the fortune of working with. Sharing some of this nurturing, abundant love and light and energy and healing and abundance from the earth and the sky above, in both directions simultaneously, inside and out, with nothing but love, pure love, and abundance. And now let's take another deep, slow breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Bring it back down to your heart chakra again. This time exhale it out from front and back of your heart chakra in all directions. This time share that love and light and nourishment with your family and friends. Share the earth's love. Share the sun's love. Share your own love from inside of you, with nothing but love, not because you want anything in return, just because you want to share this loving, nurturing, supportive, balancing, harmonizing, stabilizing, abundant energy, this high vibe energy with them. And next, take another deep, slow belly breath, and this time pull it down to your belly, let your belly gently expand. And then I want you to put your attention back on the base of your spine, at the bottom of your tailbone, right below it. And then put it back on the perineum area where your root chakra is. And just imagine you're breathing into your root chakra. In for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4. And when you're ready, after a couple more breaths like this, you can slowly open your eyes and come back to your reality. Touch your hands to your legs, stand up or shake it all out. Look around you, become fully present again with your surroundings. And you should be feeling more grounded, more centered, more balanced, more supported, more loved, more present. Now, do you have to take that long to do this each day? No. The shortcut way is to spend at least a minute each day getting quiet, still in a safe, private place, closing your eyes, doing the 3 deep, slow breaths into your belly, imagining it's into your belly, and then putting your attention on that perineum area below your tailbone and breathing into that for at least 30 seconds to a minute. The more time you can spend doing that each day, the more grounded, centered, balanced, and connected and supported you will feel. but I wanted to have you experience a little bit longer of a version because it feels so good and calming and peaceful and restorative and loving. It's good for your health, it's good for your body, it's good for your mind, it's good for your soul. It's ultimately good for your finances and your business success and your career success. It will help you feel more connected with others, whether they're clients, customers, or your own family and friends. Most of all, it will help you feel more supported with the earth, which sustains you. Okay, that's it for now. Please give me thumbs up and leave me comments if you like this, if you found this valuable, and comment and let me know what you found most valuable, and make sure you click the link so you can see the free ways and the other cool easy ways that you can give back on this Earth Day to the post. And if you haven't already done so, please like both my transformational tech support and holistic prevention and wellness Facebook pages too, and share this video and or the Facebook post with anyone you think would benefit from them. And also feel free to invite your friends and other business owners to like the transformational tech support page. And that's it for now. Till next time, this has been Erin Lloyd. Thanks. Bye.